What is up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Game Night with Retro. As you can see, I got the Sega Saturn fired up, and we're getting into something here. Are you up for a mission tonight? We're going covert operations here. Well, kind of. There you are. There's the title. Black Dawn for the Sega Saturn, right? I always wanted to be... You're like, what the heck is this? It's like, well, you're a helicopter pilot, right? Flying, I'm gonna guess maybe an Apache. I'll have to look that up maybe, see what kind of chopper it is. But yeah, Black Dawn. I always wanted to be a helicopter pilot, right? I always, thought that would be a cool thing when I was growing up. And, I love the movie Firebirds, right? With Nicolas Cage and Tommy Lee Jones. Also, of course, loved the Airwolf TV series in the 80s. The movie Blue Thunder in the 80s with Roy Scheider. It's like, yeah, I really loved helicopters. I even put models together. I prefer to model a helicopter instead of a car, right? So yeah, I'll have to look it up and see what kind of chopper we're flying. But anyways, yeah, Black Dawn on the Sega Saturn. I got this locally at a shop. So I just out, just found it out in the wild, and I was like, okay. And I, before I bought it, I had my phone with me, and I quickly looked it up on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, because he had I'm gonna say 6 or 7 games there. This was the one game he had where looked decent, that interested me, right? The others kind of was like, nah, this wasn't feeling it, right? So yeah, definitely, advantage of having the internet and YouTube at your fingertips when you're looking at, buying, getting a game, because, you don't want to be like we was originally in the old days, right? Where you're just kind of gambling, I guess, when all you had was the few images on the back of the box, and you get I guess we'll give it a try. So yeah, it is nice to have YouTube, and it's you can see actual gameplay and that sort of thing. So yeah, this was the game that I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go with this one. Love the aesthetic there, camouflage in the background, right? So yeah, we're in the Army, helicopter pilot in the United States Army. So let's get to it here. Let's see what. Let's head to the debriefing room and get our mission debriefing tonight. Scramble the chopper. Operation Urban Shield. We're going to accept this mission, yes. So there's your controls layout. I'm going to say this game's got a lot of controls. You got your nose up and down, either dive or climb. Also, we'll climb and take off, your nose up or down. Fire your weapon, fire your chain guns. Descend, change your weapon, change your missiles, okay? Because you can carry multiple different kinds of missiles at a time. Also, forward and back, of course, that's your speed. Strafing left and right, change the target. So yeah, you don't go. So with all these controls, okay, don't feel bad if you're going to go in and have a hard time, and because this is a lot to remember. So I'm not guaranteeing how good I'm going to do here. So, alright, let's begin.
2 hours ago, Hezbollah terrorists disguised as military personnel infiltrated Fort Dix and stole missile launchers, howitzers, and APCs. Using hostages as human shields, they were able to deploy the stolen armor in Central Park. Your first objective is to rescue the hostages and return them to the landing zone.
Alright, so we got 8 hostages.
2 hours ago, Hezbollah terrorists disguised as military personnel infiltrated...
Rescue hostages and return to base. Okay. Oh, oops. So, yeah, there's our climb, our radar.
Hostages spotted!
See a chopper there. Ooh.
K-1.
Oh. Alright, we got a few hostages. We don't got them all, though.
Hostages spotted!
Ooh, let's back up. Oh no, wrong button, oh crap!
Yeah, go, go, go! I'm in!
Gotta wait on our buddy there. Okay, we got everybody.
Landing zone.
Oh shoot, they got a freaking jet in here after us. Where'd he go? Yeah! Took him out! Get the speed up here so we can head back to the base. Speeding up instead of... There we go. What do we got here? Okay, that's a friendly. Gotta drop them off at the... Yep, I think we gotta park it over here. I'll bring it around.
Of course.
Yep, wrong button again.
Fuel bonus.
Armor bonus.
Objective complete. Good work. The rescue component of this mission is over, and it's time to send the terrorists a message. Destroy their mobile radar, and clear the way for the F-18 airstrike.
Oops. So yeah, we did one part of the mission, rescued the hostages. We only lost one because we had a human error. All right, we're coming up on the targets here. There we go.
Incoming missile.
This game is cool. Yeah, got him with the guns. Hey, there's a missile here. Maybe that's a heat seeker. Whoa. Here's a little goodie here. What is this? Looks like fuel, okay. Alright, we got more this way. Nice. I dig the graphics. Whoa! Oh, we almost had a collision in midair there.
In response to the airstrike, the terrorists have launched a howitzer attack on the surrounding city. Seek out and destroy the howitzers.
Okay, now we gotta search and destroy the howitzers. There we go. the graphics on this game. Alright, we're not done yet. Go out here and make a pass.
On course.
Well done. The shelling of Manhattan has been stopped and the terrorists are on the run. Destroy their APC convoy. Shoot to kill and take no prisoners.
Yep, that was fuel. Alright, gotta go back this way. Go over here and get this. Love them heat seekers, right? Those sidewinders. Friendly there, okay. We don't want no friendly fire here, right? Where are we at here? at this game. This is just mindless fun, right? Going out and blowing stuff up. But you got a mission to complete. You know, you got different objectives, right? So that was just one mission right there. So pretty kick-ass, right? So yes, Sega Lord X was right. The Sega Saturn does have some good games, right? The cool thing about it is, though, they're more accessible now than it was originally, you know, especially with the Japanese, the Japanese and the PAL regions, the import games. Also, repro games is now an option. That never was. So yeah, hey, I was late, right? But hey, in this case, I think, like I said, it's easier to get games now. So yeah, I can't save right now because I'm still waiting on my pseudo Saturn Kai 4-in-1 cartridge. That's where you have the pseudo Saturn Kai cart. That's where you can play reproduction games, repro games as they're called. You can play repro games, import games, and also it has memory and also the 4 megabyte RAM expansion. So I'm kind of digging all this, right? I'm kind of digging the Saturn and the stuff that's required and not required, but it's kind of a bonus. I don't know. I'm just kind of I don't know. It's kind of nerdy. It's kind of techie. Kind of I don't know. It's hard to describe it, but I'm just kind of digging it, right? But yeah, I'm still waiting on that to come in, and that way I can save games because the Saturn has the internal memory, but it's very limited. And currently I'm going through a season on Madden 97, and literally that game is taking all the memory to save that game. So yeah, when you get a Saturn, you definitely need a memory card. But I would recommend getting something like I got in case you want to play repro games and import games. Or at the very least, they would call it an action replay. That's like a 3-in-1. You can play it basically makes your Saturn region free. You can play any game from Europe or Japan, and it's got the RAM expansion and the memory, right? So at the very least, I'd get a action replay card. They call it. If not, I'm looking forward to playing some repro games like the Castlevania Symphony of the Night English translation. So you need a pseudo Saturn Kai cartridge for that. So there you go. There we go. We'll go with Retro 1. How about that? So there's, let's see. Yep, so there's the next mission, Operation Blackout. Looks like we're down in South America. So, pretty cool game. I like it. Black Dawn. Have you guys ever heard about this, seen it, played it yourself? I like it. I like this. Like I said, it's pretty cool. Being a helicopter pilot, it's got a nice look and feel to it. Like I said, getting the controls down is probably going to be the hardest thing because you got so many things to adjust. You got your speed, your speed forward. If we're going too fast, you got to press the other button, which is backwards, which you can eventually, you come to a stop, or you can be going backwards too if you keep pressing it. But yeah, you got your speed forward and backwards, your steering, your strafing, you know, the weapons. You know, you got to look at your radar, dealing with enemies. This game is not for the faint of heart. I would tell you that. There's a lot going on. You know, it's a hardcore game. This ain't just like you know, jumping on Koopas and getting coins in Mario. There's a lot to it. It's a complex game. I will say that. It's complex. The controls are going to take a while to master, to get down. But still, I like it. I had a good time. I had a great time with that mission. It was fun. And I feel bad about killing that hostage. It's like, oh crap, I'm trying to, that was an example of what I was talking about. I'm trying to descend, right? I'm trying to land the chopper. So because there's this, you know, there's a button just for that. But you have to press up or down whether you want to dive or climb. If you want to descend or ascend. So if you're, you got to press the button and push down, or press up on the control pad to go down. So it's like, and then oops, I hit the wrong button and fired a rocket. Oh man, it's just a game though, right? It's not, but yeah, it was kind of funny, I guess. Kind of a funny goof up there, kind of a funny blooper, right? So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks once again for joining me. We'll catch you next time, okay? Until then, have a good one. I'll see you when I see you. But if this is your first time to the channel, tap subscribe. Then the bell, ding ding, so you're notified when I upload a video. So until next time, guys, stay frosty, keep it retro, and come Lord Jesus.